Hello, Leo. Welcome to your weekly reading with me. We're going to dive straight in and see what's going on for you guys for the week ahead. All right, let's see what is going on for my Leos. Any messages or guidance that you have for them this week, please, Spirit? Okay, a leg up. Who had this? I feel like it was Gemini who had this. You guys could be getting a little bit of a leg up from Spirit, from the people around you, right? It's a really important time to make sure that you are asking for help, asking for guidance. It's okay to ask for help, right? Usually when this card comes in, we are hyper independent. We've done everything on our own. We don't trust in anything else. We try to figure it out on our own, right? And that can be okay and a very good personality to have, in a way that you're strong and all that good stuff. However, sometimes in life we don't know where we're going, and then we exhaust ourselves trying to figure it all out, when if we just relax a little bit and allowed the universe or someone else to help you, then it would make more sense and you'd have more energy, right? So it's almost like a little bit of easing up is the word I want to say, so you can get a leg up. So relaxing a little bit is something I want to say. I feel like you're a bit tense, you're maybe a bit mad, or you're a bit agitated or frustrated. I wonder, let's dive in and see why. All right, so don't be afraid to get some help. You don't need to know the path ahead, and you sure as hell, I don't know why I wanted to say that, sure as hell don't need to do it all by yourself, right? Let's see, the strength and vulnerability. Let's see, what's going on for Leos this week? Buffalo Spirit, the abundant universe will provide. So if that's not like reassurance, I don't know what is, because they're like, okay, we're going to give to you, right? The number 10 seems to be important here because it's all about completion, right? Coming to the end of a journey of some sort. So I wonder if you're having to let something go and you don't know where to go from there, but it's like, we'll work it out together is what Spirit wants to say. Just get up on my back here and I'll take you somewhere. You don't need to know where you're going. It's okay. It's like you're the little baby polar bear, right? So you might not know the journey ahead. You might not know the traditional route or whatever it is. I wonder. So getting help from people who have more experience could be important, and relying on a friend who might, help you in some way. But most importantly, the buffalo seems to be Spirit here, saying that they're going to provide for you. All right. So allow yourself to receive. Okay. Now let's dive in a little bit more then to some other cards that we have for you in your oracles. Let's see what your spirit guides and angels want to say for you guys this week for Leo. Okay, that did flip around, but I'm not taking them like that. Can we jump out? Thank you. Oh, well, your guardian angel is just saying, guardian angel. Your guardian angel is around you. Now, I love the imagery on this, because if you have been shedding some tears and you have been a bit upset, just know that you do have someone in spirit who is looking out for you and who can see that you've been struggling with something, or you've been a bit frustrated. And I definitely am speaking to someone who feels a bit alone in their troubles and trying to work it all out, right? I'm picking up 9 of Pentacles, so trying to build your own financial freedom, maybe your own business, or you're just trying to figure out your own way. Maybe you're self-employed, I don't know. Or you're just super independent, Maybe you're an only child. I don't know. I'm seeing just one. I don't know. Let's dive a bit deeper and see what they're saying. But either way, your guardian angels around you, and they understand your frustrations, and they're saying here, allow yourself to receive. The abundant universe will provide. So a lot of this reading is kind of saying the same thing. They're all saying, relax, Leo. relax. All right, let's see what's going on then. Thank you. You are, and oh my God, you are enough. And look what just wanted to slide out here and catch your attention. Stop wasting your energy. It's time to let go. You deserve better. All right, you are enough. I want to cry for you. I don't know why. Maybe you're just like, Zeta, what are you talking about? But I don't know, if I just feel like someone out there has been a bit really, really upset lately. More frustrated and maybe even upset or angry. All right, self-love needed. You are perfect as you are, and you deserve love. Whatever you've been saying to yourself, it does feel like Spirit's been listening, and I feel like you might have been saying some negative things here. So Spirit's just reminding you are enough, okay? This is a really important time to heal. So I just forgot to mention, I was going to say it, that you have signs underneath on the bottom of this deck. So your guardian angels are sending you signs, okay? All right, let's dive into your tarot then. Let's figure out what is going on. All right, for the overall energy of this week, please, Spirit, can we get a card out for the overall energy? what is this? The Knight of Pentacles. So slow and steady, making some improvements. The Knight of Pentacles is a messenger. So some of you guys could be getting some opportunities in terms of your career, in terms of your finances, or you could be searching for those. I always say this reading can be internal, external. It could be you, it could be someone else around you. So take it how it resonates. It is a general reading. So for some of you, I feel like you are kind of like, you know what you want and you're just going out to see what matches that, which is interesting. For others of you, I do feel like you're going to receive some message and opportunity this week. I'm going to clarify that though. So the message behind the Knight of Pentacles is you are on the path for long-term success. And sometimes it doesn't show up straight away, especially with Pentacles. They are the most slow moving elements. So it's usually something that takes a while, right? And I'm sure you know that already, which is probably why you're a bit frustrated. But nevertheless, you are entitled to the throne. That's what I say. It's not like the pages of swords or of water or whatever it is. Pentacles are guaranteed, almost like you're born royalty, right? And of course, I'm speaking to Leos. I always say like you're almost like destined for greatness. It's like, so don't panic yourself. Stop pressing on the accelerator when the brake is up, right? They're just saying relax. It's not the right time. Focus on your healing and your worthiness at this time, your beliefs around your worthiness, and take it easy, right? That's something I want to say. You're planting seeds. So everything that you're doing is working, right? But it takes some time to grow a tree. You know that. It takes a few years for something to grow fruits. And it's the same in our lives too. But let's dive a bit deeper. Let's see what you are showing up as, how you're showing up as, should I say. How is Leo showing up this week, please? What is the energy of Leo? Oh, a lot of knights coming through. The Knight of Cups. So you are showing up as a Knight of Cups, which is someone who, again, is needing to lean into their vulnerability, right? The Knight of Cups wears its heart on their sleeve. So for you guys, you could be needing to do that or are doing that already. So feeling a bit more emotional, right? It's almost like you're taking the outer layer of yourself off. You're taking your armor off, which means you're almost exposing yourself to all of the things that you may have been hiding. So sorry, I'm seeing a lot of visuals. I'm seeing you literally taking the armor off and putting it to the side, and it's kind of revealing all the wounds that you've got that maybe have not healed yet or whatever, things that people don't always see. That's what you're doing this week. I'm going to dive deeper into that. Let's dive in to why the Knight of Pentacles is the energy of this week. Why is the Knight of Pentacles the energy of this week? The Five of Cups, interesting. So this card, oh my god, what is this? Why is this in here? The other deck is mixed in. Okay. Right, so the Five of Cups comes in when we're feeling a bit negative, right? We're dwelling. So I want to say that the overall message of this week is to remember what you are doing, right? I feel like this is a very emotional time for you. Like the Cups element coming in is kind of wanting to focus on certain wounds that you have emotionally. But in terms of your career life or your foundation, your stability in general, that looks good. That looks like a good area. And I wonder if Spirit's wanting you to focus on how far you have come. I know it still feels like there is so much more. Okay, so the Five of Cups comes in and says, stop looking at what you don't have, start looking at what you do. So I feel like a perspective shift is important for you guys during this week. Because again, you're looking at how far you have to go and you're not looking at how far you've come already. So it's almost like needing a bit of balance there and needing to observe a little bit on your efforts over the last maybe year or so. The Knight of Cups, why is this in Leo's energy, please, this week? Hermit, yeah, definitely. I feel like you guys are breaking free from feeling stuck in your mind, right? The Eight of Swords can sometimes be analysis paralysis, especially with the Hermit being there, right? It's Virgo energy. It is analyzing and deeply analyzing something, but I'm going to get to that in a second because some of you definitely do have someone in spirit who's trying to guide you at this time. Okay, I want you to trust in them, to be guided by them, but this can also be a mentor coming your way, someone who can help you. I'll explain that in a second. It's a teacher. But this is really about your deep reflection over what feelings have been holding you back, okay? And I feel like that's the part of taking the armor off, right? You may have had a facade for a while that I'm over it and I'm healed, I'm moving on, I don't need that, I'm not affected by that anymore, but really you might have that. So again, taking the armor off or the blindfold off and seeing something for what it actually is going to help you understand it. So with the Eight of Swords, a lot of you guys may have felt a bit trapped lately. Could be about your feelings, could be because there are actual decisions that you need to make that are important for your journey, and maybe you've been a bit afraid to take them. So clearing your mind, trusting in where you're being guided, maybe it's a good time to kind of reflect a little bit on your journey again and where spirit has already been leading you, to connect back to that, to your higher self, to guide you, right? Because the hermit again is a teacher, a mentor, a wise counselor in our lives, even if that's your higher self or spirit guide or someone around you. Knight of Cups, having to trust in that, going through certain feelings and emotions that are again uncomfortable. Sometimes it's overcoming anxiety, doing something you've always wanted to do but always been scared to do. I wonder if that's important. Or again, instead of staying stuck, it's okay, like I'm going to allow myself to be guided out of this because I don't know how to deal with it, for example, right? And the hermit has a star, which is using a hope, using your dream, your goal, your purpose, whatever that is for you guys, your North Star, to guide you, okay? Trusting in the steps they're guiding you to take, even if you don't know why you're being guided there or what that means. Don't overanalyze it. Just follow your gut instincts or where you're being guided to go, as I keep repeating. Right, let's dive into your challenge then for this week, shall we? Let's see. The challenge for Leos this week. What's going on there? What is the potential challenges for Leo this week? The Five of Pentacles. That makes sense. Now, the Five of Pentacles can be a mixture of real world problems, like, whether you've been blocked by somebody's abandoned you in some way. It could be, financial loss that you've been through. I always say it represents a bit of a hole in our lives, right? So something may have been taken from you, or you've lost something, someone, or, whatever it is. You feel a bit alone, left out in the cold is the typical meaning behind this. So again, feeling a bit alone in your problems, like I've been saying during a reading. Maybe your resources are scarce, right? Whatever it is, you've definitely reached a problem or have been through a problem that definitely feels like you're missing something or something's not enough, as I've been saying. So I feel like that the You Are Enough card might help you in some way, tell you what you might need to hear. But I'm going to dive a bit deeper into this and what their advice is for you with the Five of Pentacles. Okay, let's see. So your challenge this week can again be financial loss or feeling, that you've not reached your financial goals. Why is the Five of Pentacles in a challenge position, please? Yeah, I just really feel like you're in this really weird phase of having to trust. It's almost like, okay, I trust the spirit will guide me there, but I'm not seeing anything around me. That's kind of, it's that kind of thing. The buffalo here, the abundant universe will provide. Just remember that. Try to step out of a scarcity mindset if you're able to. Right, Five of Pentacles. Why is this the challenge then for Leos? The Knight of Wands, interesting. Ooh. The Empress, lovely. Especially jumping on top of this. She is all about abundance. She's also about trusting in the universe to provide that for her. That's why she's all about kind of going with the flow and relaxing. She's on a very comfortable throne because she knows the universe will provide because she's worthy. It's her birthright. And it is for you too. And she's also about worthiness. And again, you are already enough for an abundance. The message I want to get from this, with the Knight of Wands being there, it is a bit of a perspective shift. So it might only resonate with some of you out there. But the Knight of Wands is that go-getter energy. So your challenge is keeping optimistic even when you're facing loss. Maybe you're grieving something, or the loss of an old self, or loss of progress in your career, whatever it is for you guys. The Knight of Wands, the perspective shift I really want to mention, I'm just trying to find the best way to word it, is almost like they want you to see this, bear with me, I don't know what your loss is, so I'm just going to translate what the universe is trying to bring forward. So I'm sorry if this offends anybody. So take it if it resonates, and leave it if it doesn't. But it's almost like this loss is giving you the opportunity to move forward freely. What does that mean? So maybe, how can I explain this? It's almost like there's now less baggage on your shoulders to go and explore and to experiment and to go and find what brings you joy. I don't know what this means for you. So maybe it was a really toxic, connection with someone, or maybe it was a connection in general that was a lot of work for you. And now that it's not in your life, yes, it feels sad, you feel alone, you feel like there's something missing now. But the Knight of Wands is almost like now you can go out there into the world and travel or do all this. It's almost like achieving certain goals that were postponed because of something. I don't know why that's a message that's coming through. So instead of seeing it as a loss, it's like you've dropped some weight off your shoulders. I don't know what that is. So Knight of Wands, optimism, learning new things. That's your challenge, is to maybe you have more free time now. Maybe you lost a job and it's like, okay, now you have more free time to find what brings you joy and to dive into your passions or to bring more happiness or something into your life, right? And the Empress being here is just a little reminder to touch on these cards. I don't know what that is for you guys. Okay, so let me know how that resonates. It's a very specific message, but the way that it resonates, I have no idea how it will relate to you. So please let me know. All right, let's dive into your advice, Leo. What is the advice, please, Spirit, that you have for Leos this week? The 8 of Wands, moving in the right direction. All right, instead of waiting for something, I really highly suggest you focus your attention on something better. 8 of Wands, similar to the Hermit, about facing your dreams or following your star. Once you start moving in that direction, things are really gonna happen very quickly. A lot of opportunities are gonna come your way, but also things just seem to unfold better than what they did before. 8 of Wands, why is this the advice? 3 of Cups, success, celebration, gratitude. Maybe you guys are meeting new friends, or maybe it's a good time to reach out to friends, to socialize. Could be a piece of advice here for you guys to I feel like some of you might be the ones that need to communicate something or offer something or to put something on the table is what they want me to say here. I don't know if some of you are creating social events but it feels like it's coming from you. It's your advice, right? It seems like it's you. I don't know. Socialize, network, all that good stuff. It feels like it's your advice. Okay, connecting with people who bring you happiness. Being grateful is also paying attention to what you to gratitude. Is that here as well? All right. I hope that makes sense. Oh my God. Let's dive into your individual areas. We'll go through love for you guys, career, finances, and the unexpected. So let's see. For Leos, please, what is going on in the area of love this week? Okay. Temperance, and I believe that's the Hermit. Yes, so there is a need for balance here and some alone time, regardless of if you're in a happy relationship. It does feel like a lot of you are really needing to focus on yourself during this week, and again, it makes sense with worthiness too, having to focus on bringing harmony into your love life. So some of you may be needing to deal, if you're in a relationship, for example, and you guys have been a little bit there's been a lack of harmony here. I feel like there's some inner reflection on both sides that could help balance the scales, and you can move on happily with one another after that. Temperance can also be about reconciliation for some of you, but the Hermit is really about inner reflection. So it does feel like there's some spiritual or personal growth needed in order for something to work out. If you're alone, single, no one's in your life, Temperance, Hermit, you're really still focusing on bringing harmony into your world and worthiness within your own self first before you look for it externally. Okay, it will be there in the future, but maybe not this week. Okay, it's still about you this week. Now, in terms of your career and finances, the King of Wands left that. Ooh, I don't know why I want to say bougie queen. Who is that? Never ever say that ever. But the King of Wands and the Emperor is just sitting here on the bottom of the deck too. So it really is a really big time of where I want to say, okay, they're showing me. I'll show you this. So this is together. This is not a time of taking risks. Okay, the Knight of Swords rushing into things, and the Fool being too naive, jumping into new beginnings and whatever. They're saying it's not a time for taking big risks, going on new journeys, but it is a time of taking control of certain areas of your life. And in this case, it's your career and your finances, right? The King of Wands is all about being able to adapt to situations. So if you've made a loss, it's okay. Next idea is going to help you get out of that, right? It's, and not rushing into things. So it's almost like maybe it's a really important time to kind of think about your ideas moving forward. In your finances, did I just say maybe you made a loss there, so it's okay, how can I build on that? I feel like they want you to be, what's the words that they're trying to bring in? Sorry, I'm just trying to translate what I'm feeling. it's almost like you have very unique ideas, and whatever needs fixing in this area of your life, it needs a very out of the box idea. I almost feel like you really need to tap into that. It's not super, you're not going to resonate with the traditional path, for example. It really requires a lot of thinking, but something that inspires you at once, okay? Interesting. Anyway, let's dive into unexpected, right? Being able to adapt, having the strength and courage to keep pushing. All right, now in terms of the unexpected for Leos, what's going on here in the unexpected this week? 7 of Cups, a lot of options and not being certain about which to choose. You might be overwhelmed with options coming through here. 2 of Swords, using your intuition is going to be super important. Things might not be very clear during this week. So again, be aware of the decisions that you make. So if you need to postpone anything because you're really not having a specific yes moment, then take your time. I feel like that's what I would say. I would say if you don't know what decision to make, don't make any, right? Wait for the right time. Okay, and if you do and you have this intuitive feeling, then go with that, okay? But the 7 of Cups is a lot of overwhelm here, a lot of feelings. Maybe it's a good time to also sit with your feelings too this week too, if they are confusing you. Okay, no mixed signals. We're going for things that are clear and certain this week. That's also something that they want you to know. All right, I've been yapping for too long. Leo, have an incredible rest of your week. Please, please, please let me know how this reading resonates with you. If it does, make sure you guys like and subscribe if you enjoy these readings, and I'll see you guys next time, all right?